Good morning, students. Welcome to our class once again. Today, let's discuss a lesson from our supplementary reader, Footprints Without Feet, written by H.G. Wells. This is a portion of a story. It's a part of a story. The main character of the story is a scientist named Griffin. And this Griffin is doing experiment to find out a rare medicine, a rare drug to make human being invisible. Finally, he found out something and he swallowed that rare drug. And he became completely invisible. When our story begins, two boys are found looking at the footprints of two bare feet on the floor of a building. And they are thinking, at this time of this season, during this winter season, who will be the person who is roaming around with a bare feet? Because in winter season, people will wear their socks, shoes, all those things to protect themselves from that cold season. So they are standing there looking at these footprints and they find that all of a sudden from nowhere another two footprints appeared. These boys gets panicked and they chases this footprint. And it was our scientist Griffin who was roaming around. These boys chased him and he just escaped from there. And how does our Griffin reach there? So even though our Griffin was a scientist, he was a lawless person. A person who doesn't care about anyone or anything. So he had a fight with his landlord. And what happened is he just burned the house, landlord's house. And he escaped from there, leaving all his clothes behind. Why did he leave his clothes? So that he will become invisible. If he is wearing any clothes, means people will see him and he left all his clothes behind. He is not wearing anything in the winter climate and he escaped from there. So on his way he reached to London also, to that building also. At that time these boys saw the footprints. They didn't see the man, they saw the footprint and they chased him. So there is no other option for him. Now he ran from there also. So he ran and he reached to a shop where this quills, dress, everything is sold. A store. He reached to a store. So it was the time of closing and these people, all these salesmen, everyone left the shop and went. When everybody left the shop and it is closed, our Griffin is inside the shop and he is there. He took whatever he could from the shop. He ate till he is satisfied, and he took all those dresses, a hat, a overcoat, a quilt to cover himself. All these things he took from the store and he slept there itself. But he had a deep sleep. He didn't wake up in the morning before the storekeeper and the sales boys came. So when the sales boys came, all of a sudden he woke up and these commotions made these people very cautious. They understood somebody is there in the shop. Before they start reacting, again our Griffin, he threw away all his dress and escaped from there. He ran away from the shop too. So now again in that month of January, in that month of winter season, he is roaming around without anything on his body, without any dress over his body. Now he decided to get into some theatrical company. Theatrical company means a store, a shop where all these things which are required for a theater is sold. So now he is invisible, he is not wearing any dress, he is completely invisible, and making use of this, he went to the upstairs. And he came back wearing dress and a bandage all over his, covering his whole face, whole forehead with a bandage. And he was wearing a black goggles to cover his eye. There is no eyes, it is a hollow space. So covering that one he is wearing a goggles, and to cover this portion, this empty portion, he is wearing a false nose and a false mustache. So completely he covered his whole head, because wearing the dress will make his will give some shape to his body, because he is only invisible but his body is solid like a glass. So when he wear the dress, his body is covered, but his from the neck onwards his face is invisible. There is nothing. It is a body without a head. To cover that portion, he used this bandage, this goggles, his false nose and mustache. All this give, and over that he wore a hat too. And from there, before he left that theatrical company, what he did is he attacked the cash keeper and took the cash from there, and he escaped. He left the shop and he escaped from there. From there, he reached to a small village named Iping. So there is a lady, Mrs. Hall. He booked 2 rooms in that local inn, where this Mrs. Hall was the landlord's lady, and even though she was a very talkative lady, she tried to be very friendly with this man. He never talked to her. He said that I came to this inn, this place, Iping, this village, Iping, to find some solitude. I am not at all interested in speaking to anyone. Our landlady also was so happy that when she came to know that her guest is a eccentric scientist, and she kept mum. She didn't want to disturb him because he paid her well in advance. Okay, he paid her all the money in advance. And there was a talk. It was a small village, and these villagers, there was a talk among these villagers about this strange man who took room in this inn. After few days, our Griffin, whatever money he took from that theatrical company, it's over. After a few days, he had no more money with him, and he told Mrs. Hall that he is expecting a check from somewhere and he will make the rest of the payments later. And something happened that night. There was a clergyman. The clergyman and his wife heard some sound at their home during night time, early morning. They heard the sound of coins, the jingling of coins, and they went and checked in the room, but they couldn't find anyone in the room. The room was completely empty. They checked under the table, they checked up the chimney, they checked behind the curtain, everywhere, wherever they could check in that room, they checked. They couldn't find anyone, but they found that the housekeeping money is missing. The table's drawer is open and the housekeeping money is missing. The same morning, early in the morning, Mrs. Hall and Mr. Hall also noticed something. The stranger's room is open, is left open. It's always seems to be closed. The door is always shut, but this morning it is left open. So out of their curiosity, they wanted to know what is there in that room, why this man is keeping always his room shut. So they went into the room and they saw that his bandage, the bandage which he always wear, it is left over there, and the hat that he always wear is there on the bedpost. The moment Mrs. Hall entered into the room, all these bed sheet, this hat, all these things started to attack her. This hat just took off from that bedpost and flew towards her, and the furniture, the chair, everything started to attack her. And finally, Mr. and Mrs. Hall was pushed from the room by the chair, and the door was shut. So this news also spread in the whole village. And the news of the theft that happened in the clergyman's house also spread. And the villagers become more doubtful about this man. They became more doubtful about this invisible stranger. And news spread like fire that there is a witchcraft, there is something witchcraft going on in Mrs. Hall's inn. And Mrs. Hall was almost clear that all these things are done by this invisible man. The suspicion of Mrs. Hall grew more stronger when the stranger paid the money that day itself. So what the villagers and Mrs. Hall did, they informed the police constable. And Mr. Jaffers reached there for the investigation, and he saw a man. When he reached there, he saw a man without a head. So our invisible man, our stranger, Mr. Griffin, is there without head. That means he is invisible. He is wearing the dress, but he is not wearing any bandage over his face. So this Jaffers was a man who is ready to arrest a man if he is getting an arrest warrant from the judge. He will arrest a man with or without head. And a fight goes on between our this Mr. Jaffers and Griffin, and this villagers also tries to help this man. Finally what happens? Griffin escapes from there also. So this is where our chapter ends. This story Invisible Man, it has other parts too. So when you are getting time, take the book and read and know what is there in the rest of the story. I believe you understood the story and you enjoyed the story. So our main character is Mr. Griffin, the scientist. Then we have Mrs. Hall, the landlord, the two boys who saw Griffin in London, and our police constable Mr. Jaffers, and clergyman. So many characters are there, but our main character is Mr. Griffin, a lawless scientist who is ready to attack and hurt anyone for his selfish needs. Now see the URL, download the notes and write that review test today itself. I hope you understood the story. Now read your textbook too. We can meet in our next session. Have a great day. Take care. Bye bye.